Hi. So I recently went for a 5-day super intensive training where I was being trained by the best of the international trainers, and it went on from morning 8 a.m. to night 12 a.m. and there was a limited time to sleep and rest. But today I want to share about how it went. It's been a week that it's over. It got over last Sunday, and then I got back. Um, it was tremendous. I went to from a place of fear, or from a place of judging myself, to a place of being vulnerable, to a place of feeling the fear and yet deciding to take action. I always heard a lot of mentors and I have read in a lot of books that fear is a part of your life and it will come, and you have to break through it and go ahead. Today I want to discuss fear because the opposite of fear is not fearless. A lot of times we say that I want to be fearless. No. The opposite of fear is always courage. The opposite of fear is always courage. I learned about this. I think I learned about fear or started understanding fear in the last 5 years. Before that, I was just a very afraid kid. But what I learned in the last 5 years about fear is that it's a protective mechanism. We have something called the survival brain, the reptilian brain, which starts developing as soon as we are in the womb. It's the primary brain which starts to develop. And so, what happens is that whatever are our experiences, whatever that we go through in life, which has not gone well for us, it gets registered in our system. The primary objective of this fear based brain is first to take care of your physiological functions, your breathing, your pooping, your eating, your having sex. All of these are the primary functions which we need to do, and it does not care at all about what do you want to achieve, what are your desires, what are your goals. It doesn't care, it doesn't give a damn about it. All it cares is this person safe? So if it's my fear, it will continuously keep on asking me, are you safe, are you safe, are you safe, are you safe? So if, for example, I went into a lonely lane in my childhood, and I saw a snake over there, right? So immediately my brain notes that never go to a lonely lane, there could be a snake. Or the easiest of the things where we see a coiled rope and we immediately respond back, we take a step back thinking that it's a snake. It's not, but it's our fear response. It does not have the time to think, because thinking happens in your neocortex, the frontal brain. The reptilian brain does not care about anything but just its idea is to keep you safe. Because understand this thing, when we were born as little babies in this world, we are vulnerable. Okay, we are the most vulnerable beings because we are dependent on someone to take care of us. You cannot feed yourself, you cannot clean yourself. You're very vulnerable, and at that point of time, to keep us safe, God has given us the survival brain. And it's not it's not new in sapiens. ये तो केवमैन के टाइम का ब्रेन है, 2000 साल पहले से यही ब्रेन हमारा एक्टिव है. इट्स देयर, द शेप ऑफ इट हैज नॉट चेंज्ड. So imagine the times when we lived in caves. At that point of time, what was more important? Was your love more important, or was it more important to keep you safe from the predators? We walked on the same earth that dinosaurs did, or all those big animals at that point of time did, and we did not have houses, we did not have safety, we did not have civilizations, and our this primitive brain is developed from that point of time. probably before that. So it does not care if you love someone, it does not care if you want to achieve something in your life, it does not care about anything but just to keep you safe. So as soon as you have to go and propose the girl that you like or the guy that you like, it will tell you that नहीं यार मत कर, रिजेक्ट हो जाएगी यार, कौन है यार तू, क्यों तुझे भाव मिलेगा वहाँ पे, राइट? Why? Because there's a fear, no, fear of rejection. So please understand that any fear, say suppose if you want to do something big in your career, you want to go and ask your boss for a promotion, it's very difficult. You feel that fear because there is a fear of being judged, there's a fear of being rejected, there's a fear of denial, and it's a fear, right? At the end of the day, it does not kill you. That rejection does not kill you, but your survival brain processes it as a threat, as something that will kill you. Now tell me something, if you are in a meeting and if your boss shouts at you for something, right? There's a fear of humiliation, so you don't speak up. You don't speak up easily even when you know you are right, because you have a fear that अरे यार ये ना सबके सामने मेरी insult कर देगा. There's a fear of humiliation. Again, it's a fear. It's not real. It might not happen. Even if it happens, it does not kill you. But you will not take that step because your fear-based mind, the survival mind, the primitive mind, it processes the same way that it's going to kill you. It sees it as a threat. Isn't this a wonderful concept? Are you understanding how important it is just to distinguish yourself from this fear and keep on telling yourself that I am safe? Because what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Till now it was just a song, but now do you realize it? That once you take that step and you see that nothing happened, he shouted on me, but I still stood out to be right. She rejected me, but then I still get to choose someone else to be my life partner. At least I got some clarity to move ahead. Rather than thinking and ruminating and worrying and being anxious, I get a conclusion. I can move out of that place and to a better place. If I understand that I'm not being valued at my job, I can move out of that job and find some place where I'm really valued for who I am. And this is such an important key to life, that our brain is just falsely alarming us on things. We don't die when we do something with our fear. Do you get it? Do you get it? But I know it's not that easy, because I have been holding on to this knowledge for 5 years and it still took me a lot of time to get rid of the fear. But one thing is for sure, I'm still not over it, and no one can ever be over it. You always have to walk with fear, and that's why I say that opposite of fear is not fearless, it's courage. When I got this knowledge, I started to take baby steps. For me, talking to my father openly required courage. So I felt that fear and I still took that step. And today, after years, I have a very fantastic relationship with him, where he values me, he trusts me, he appreciates me and what I bring to the table. For me, standing up for myself in front of my boyfriend was a very difficult task. For me, getting out of a toxic relationship was a very difficult task, because I felt like I could never be loved again. But I did it, and that made me courageous. You only take that little bit of courage with this information that you receive. You build yourself, and then you say that I'm going to take this step, I'm going to take this baby step. And with all these baby steps, little by little, you build such a beautiful life full of courage. Because fear, darling, is not going anywhere. It's there to stay with you. How much ever you try to push it away, it doesn't go anywhere, because it's trying to protect you, and it's required. अगर वो protective brain नहीं है, तो you will jump off the cliff and you will never realize that it's not to be done, or you will never realize that I should not touch a hot vessel because it's going to burn my fingers. Right? So everything that is working in your favor is also working against you. Now you have to decide and be very conscious about whether this time it's working in my favor or against me. Whatever doesn't kill you is worth doing. Don't jump off the cliff because it's not worth doing. Maybe when you die, because of it, if you die, it's not worth doing. But if you want to feel that adrenaline rush, maybe go ahead and do it. But yeah, you get the point, right? That if speaking up for yourself doesn't kill you, it will only make you stronger. Okay, lots of love to you. I'll see you later. Bye bye. And do and win over the world with a lot of courage, which you can build little by little. Bye bye.